Good afternoon, everyone. Just a short stream. I managed to squeeze a little bit of time, get done with work early, so I'm going to stream for an hour or so. Then have dinner with my wonderful wife. Then I'm going to play Starfield. I think I'm going to join the Vanguard. That's what I was going to try, at least. I did get a couple new creations today. I did get Xenomaster, but I'm not going to really mess with it today, I don't think. And then I also got the I can't remember what it's called. It's like the guy from Skyrim that shows up in Starfield, and he's like, where the hell am I? I watched something on it a couple of weeks ago, maybe an interview about it. Sounded really cool, so I got that, but I'm not going to play that today. Today I'm just going to do some just play around a little bit. Alright, here we go. Hope everybody's having a good day. Alright, I did just get the Razor Leaf, and the only thing I've done is gone to thank you for installing Xenomaster, because I've done nothing. Okay. Alright. As I was saying, I went to the Red Mile, didn't do nothing really. I just landed there. I have this weird feeling I'm going to jump to UC Space. They're going to tell me I have some illegal, whatever, contraband. And I've looked through my inventory. I have nothing, but they're going to tell me I have contraband. So I might be forced to do the Crimson Pirate thing to start with, but we'll see how that goes. Really want to upgrade the ship. That was my real goal, but I think about do the Vanguard so I can get the Obliterators. So, because the Obliterators just are freaking amazing, so I need to get the Obliterators. All right. Let's see what they want to do to me here. I'm gonna go to excuse my yawning. Oh, why? Okay. I'm gonna go to Jemison here. I have contraband. How the hell do I have contraband? That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the hell I have. Alright.
Hey, over here. Could you please spare a ship part? Our rookie here may have sideswiped an asteroid. Needs some repairs. I had a good feeling about you. We just need a little. 2 units of ship parts will do. Oh no. What are we going to do now?
Alright, let me get up. I'm gonna see where the hell it says I have freaking contraband. It's really stupid. Unless it's in my panda box. I don't know. You know what? Let's do that. Let's just freaking do it here. Okay. Move all items to my ship. Done. Okay, then I'm gonna go to cargo hold. Got tons of crap now. Love though. There's so much more in the cargo hold than there actually should be. Alright, so I'm going to go to... First I'm going to aid. do not see Aurora. So, okay. So then I'm going to go to miscellaneous. Okay. Alright. So don't have Aurora. Now I'm going to go look at my inventory just to double check. Nothing there is illegal. And I don't have any damn Aurora. Nothing's yellow. Alright, so let's try this. See if it gives me the warning again. Trying to go to UC Space. So it's detecting that I have contraband in the Panda loot box.
Did you know I used
That's
to have an
interesting.
office near the top of Mast? How far the mighty have fallen, eh?
Alright. I'm gonna sell some crap first, and then I'm gonna go to the Vanguard.
Hey, what can I do for you?
There's a bit more in the back than I see. If you don't see what you want, feel free to ask. Oh, please, take a look.
There we go. I like that hat. So much better than the other hat. I'm just gonna buy it. Alright. Let's see. Anything else they have? I feel like. Alright. I'm gonna buy bags. Contact. Oh, I didn't mean to buy the something reveal. Let's see. Let's get rid of some of these packs. $58 spacer back spears. Wow.
Appreciate the business.
Next to the well. Trade authority. We'll see how my stutters are. I love there's no stutters. Because it was horrible. I know I said it the last few streams, but man. It was bad.
Something for you when you have a moment.
Yeah, I don't want to talk, Sarah. Frankly, I want another companion, Sarah, because you bore me. You get in the damn way.
All this stuff. Personally, I absolutely.
Maybe get rid of his boot at some time, too. So, always do that.
Take your time. I got all day.
Always exit out when you need to sell stuff. He doesn't have that much.
Hey, take it easy.
Used to be 1, 2, 3 stubber, 1, 2, 3 stubber. Stuff up here.
No loitering, okay? Can't say I'll have what you... ain't much. But take a look. Stay safe out there.
We're hiring if you're interested. Ask in the security office. Cool spacesuit.
Alright.
The Trade Authority has... If there's something you need, you won't find a better selection or more reasonable prices anywhere.
Get rid of a couple of spacesuits.
If you need anything else, you know where to find us.
About a million things to do, and I'm only one person.
I'll get the quest
It's
and then
so
I'll go on.
Hey! Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry. I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain. I can't be in two places. Well, since you're here, what I need is... The first box we're looking for is over...
For you?
whole office is getting moved.
Oops, I hit the wrong one.
I'm not very comfortable heading into Mast. But don't worry. I'll try and keep my complaints to a minimum.
What do we got here? Another applicant to the UC Vanguard? Interested in doing some good for the people of the United Colonies, all while earning your citizenship and credits to boot? Well, other than becoming a member of the greatest faction in the galaxy, you'd get access to discounted services on any UC world. Credits to help you get on your feet. You'd even be able to buy property right here in New Atlantis. Citizenship unlocks it all, and signing up for the Vanguard is the fastest way to earn it. Glad to hear it. Signing up's simple. All you've got to do is pass a fight exam and make it through one probationary mission, and you're in. We'll have you working your way to UC citizenship in no time. We're the United Colonies Volunteer Fleet. Any captain can join, regardless of origin. Get to fly your own ship and earn credits as you help the people in the most distant reaches of the United Colonies, all while earning your way to UC citizenship. Put in the time, and citizenship is guaranteed. Vanguard work is as needed. When we've got jobs, we'll make them available to you. But the work itself, well, it runs the gamut. Sometimes you might be hunting down hostile ships on behalf of the UC Navy, or you might be called up to help the Science Division clean up some invasive species. Hell, we've even been asked to help take on the occasional terramorph. And sometimes we just need cargo support. Not every job's glamorous. The Vanguard only gets called in for the ones where there's a chance of seeing action. Wherever the UC needs us, the Vanguard is there. Well, all right. Take the elevator down to the Vanguard Orientation Hall. You can get started at any of the registration terminals. The system will walk you through the rest. And if you've got any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Registration accepted. You may now proceed through the historical displays in the orientation hall, or continue on to the examination.
In 2150, humanity learned the Earth's magnetosphere would collapse sometime in the next half-century, eliminating all life on the planet. Decisive action was required. But the secure transport
this
of
hall for
entire
some reason. I like the
civilization
history.
would
Well,
demand
history
a
buff, so I
new
love
kind
this
of
kind of stuff.
cooperation, a new kind of courage,
Shows detail
and a
put
new
in.
kind of union. Thus, in 2159, the United Colonies were formed to make that journey possible. Just 1 year later, the Galileo, the first of many colony ships, touched down here on Jemison, beginning a new era of human history, the age of the United Colonies.
The effort and planning it must have taken to evacuate literally the entire planet. Can you imagine? The logistics alone must have been mind-boggling.
From their foundation, the United Colonies strove to provide all their citizens with opportunity, security, and peace. wanted something more. Independence. So in 2161, the UC issued the Centaurus Proclamation, granting UC citizens the right to settle distant worlds and form their own sovereign powers. It wasn't long before the first new faction, the Free Star Collective, was formally organized in 2188, later followed by House Varun, revealing themselves to the universe in 2230.
The result of the Centaurus proclamation has caused rose as a result. Was it worth it?
It was only in 2230 that the faction known as House Varun first made contact with the rest of the settled systems. Founded by the passengers of a colony ship that had left New Atlantis and disappeared 4 decades earlier, House Varun was a faction unlike any other. A theocracy dedicated wholly to the beliefs of its isolationist founder, Jinan Varun. House Varun initially made overtures of peace towards the rest of the settled systems. They claimed their only intention was to spread the word of their god, the Great Serpent. But none could have guessed that this worship might take the form of a bloody war, the Serpent's Crusade. The Freestar Collective was initially founded in 2188, when the citizens of Aquila banded together with the pleasure city of Neon in mutual defense. But in 2194, after the deployment of a UC medical star station in orbit around their world, the citizens of Narion also requested to join the collective. The resulting rise in tensions between the Freestar Collective and UC culminated in the settled system's first intergalactic conflict, the Narion War. Despite a decisive victory by the UC, the colonies permitted the citizens of Narion to join the collective, forming the basis for the fiercely independent union that persists to this day. Beginning in 2240, House Varun forces declared all-out war on the rest of human civilization, initiating the Serpent's Crusade. Over the next 23 years, thousands of Freestar, UC, and independent souls were killed by agents of House Varun in the name of their serpent god. It was only with the death of their founder in 2263 and the succession of his heir, Jarek, that House Varun finally sued for peace. There remains, however, select members of House Varun who refuse to recognize the cessation of hostilities their leaders established. Even after House Varun's mysterious disappearance, these zealots remain a threat to all who encounter them. Their pacification, a goal of all space. Of the many conflicts between the galaxy's factions, none was more brutal than the recent colony war between the UC and the Freestar Collective. Set off by the unauthorized Freestar colonization of Vesta's Pride in 2308, a direct violation of the Narion Treaty, the colony war spread quickly across the galaxy. Both sides deployed every tool at their disposal. Armadas of warships, mechanized combat platforms, or mechs, even bioengineered alien creatures, the infamous UC xenoweapons. It was only in 2311 at the Battle of Cheyenne that the scales finally tipped. The Freestar Collective, utilizing their civilian fleet as a human shield, successfully crippled the superior United Colonies Navy. After After their shocking victory against the galaxy's greatest navy, the Freestar Collective offered terms of peace, which the colonies, out of an interest in staving off any further human costs, accepted.
That's right.
The
Twist
galaxy
history.
has been rebuilding ever since.
The colony war was a horrible conflict that irreparably...
Few settled worlds were left untouched by the colony war.
Times I felt that it would never...
But nowhere could the viciousness of modern warfare be seen more clearly than on the Freestar planet of Mira. Initially occupied by invading United Colonies forces as a forward operating position, repeated attempts to take and retake the planet by collective forces led only to devastation. Swaths of the world were transformed into scorched husks, a nightmarish testament to the depths of human ingenuity and human cruelty. And today, Mira remains a continuing reminder to the horrors of unfettered war. In the midst of the colony war, a different kind of tragedy struck the UC city of Londinian. A newly constructed but critical supply center for the United Colonies' war effort, Londinian found itself overrun by one of the galaxy's most mysterious predators, the Terramorph. A rare but pervasive threat to all human-settled worlds, Terramorphs swept over the city seemingly out of nowhere on a scale never before seen in recorded history. Valiant efforts by the UC military slowed the onslaught, but the creatures proved unstoppable. Ultimately, the decision was made to destroy the Londinian spaceport, sealing off the city, the outbreak, and its citizenry from the galaxy at large.
Well, we know what happened there, don't we?
The tragedy of Londinian is mourned by the UC to this day.
This thing's like an artist's rendition, right? No animal can be this ugly in real life.
One of my slates said Terramorphs can control people's minds. But that can't be true.
After the devastation wrought by the colony war, the UC and the Freestar Collective came together to ratify a treaty that became known as the Armistice. Both sides agreed to a vast reduction in standing forces, and that xeno-weapons and mech warfare would be outlawed. All related research was sealed away, accessible only in cases of dire emergency. But the Collective had another demand, that the active commanders of the UC military stand trial for their actions. The United Colonies, in the interest of peace and galactic security, agreed. In 2311, 3 United Colonies senior officers were found guilty. Commander Henry Durant, General Indira Rastogi, and Fleet Admiral Francois Sanon, known better as Ve Victus. All were sentenced to death for their actions, bringing the colony war to a close and returning peace to the galaxy at long last.
I was a strong supporter of the Armistice. All of the terrible weapons that both sides used against one another.
It was into this new world that the Vanguard was born. An official branch of the UC Navy, the Vanguard is the United Colonies Volunteer Fleet, serving a myriad of security, logistical, and reconnaissance roles. And after a sufficient length of service, UC citizenship is guaranteed to every Vanguard member. Open to all captains, regardless of origin, the Vanguard is leading the charge to protect and support the citizens of the United Colonies, wherever in the galaxy they may be. United Colony citizen. Only through service to the UC can one hope to earn one's citizenship. But the UC prides itself on taking care of its people. Cost of living controls means citizens pay less than their foreign counterparts for needs big and small. All citizens are issued a grant upon joining to get themselves on their feet. And only UC citizens have the opportunity to purchase property, getting the chance to live in one of the most beautiful cities in the settled systems. By joining the Vanguard today, you too can begin earning your place here, in the heart of galactic civilization, as a citizen of the United Colonies.
Picked up something you might be interested in. Something you need? I should start charging for my services.
Rides are creepy.
So long.
Welcome, applicant, to the piloting simulation chamber. Please enter the designated simulation pod to initiate your exam.
Ah, you must be our new applicant. I'm Proctor Samuelson. The simulator's already been prepped. You can head in whenever you're ready. Of course, you'll be running through a high-realism combat flight simulation, engineered by members of the UC science staff, right here in Mast. Your task is to defeat at least 3 tiers of simulated opponents. Accomplish that, and you pass the exam, and can then proceed on to your probationary mission. However, if you defeat more than 3 tiers of enemies, your required enlistment time for citizenship will be reduced, and your enlistment bonus increased. But you're welcome to try as many times as you like before returning to Commander Tuala to proceed on to the next step in your application process. We'll only keep the highest score you manage to achieve in there. The simulator is designed to be a near-perfect replica of a Class B Deimos hoplite, the United Colony's standard destroyer model. It's been tuned to provide a challenging but fair fight against the enemy squadrons you'll encounter inside. Good hunting.
Alright, let's see how horrible I do here. I think I got to level 4 last time, so not bad, I guess. But let's see what I do this time.
This is the Mark 18 Flight Simulation Chamber applicant, currently in orbit around a high-detail recreation of a remote world. When you're ready to begin, please take a seat in the pilot's chair. Your exam is simple. Defeat as many tiers of opponents as you can before your ship is disabled. You must defeat at least 3 tiers of opponents to pass the exam. Good hunting, applicant.
I don't know why I'm worried, but I feel worried.
New targets active.
Calculating intercept vectors. Extermination protocols active.
log your results, or restart the exam from the simulation's control terminal.
Congratulations, applicant. You've passed. Good showing in there, applicant.
I did about as good as I did last time, but a little better.
If you don't have official business, we ask you to make
Well, look who's back. Everything go all right with the exam? Did you have some... so these are your numbers that just came through then. You ready to hear how you did? Then let's get to them. So, looking at the data, hit every mural in the orientation hall, huh? A test of preparation and thoroughness. 2 traits the Vanguard values highly. Your physiological results are... that's odd. The system couldn't get a read on you. You get your kicks flying too close to stars? Because you're putting out some interesting radiation. Don't worry, though. It's not going to affect your score. It's just, different is all. But, where were we? Now, how'd you do against your foes? Tier 4. Not too shabby. The techs make us test each level of the sim, too. I can tell you that waiver's some real artificial bastards. Good job putting them away.
Hell of a job. I might even let you fly me around sometime.
So then, looking at your results as a whole, and presuming you're successful in completing your probationary mission, you could have your UC citizenship after only 10 years service. Pretty standard for combat assignments. But your performance in the simulator does mean I can offer a signing bonus. Help convince you to join the cause.
10 years might seem like a long time, but it's worth the climb if you wish to become a citizen.
So, sounds to me like we've got Vanguard material on our hands. If you're interested, we could bring you on as a provisional member today. Get you the credits you've earned, then send you out on your probationary mission. First, though, all UC service people, provisional or otherwise, are required to swear an oath. So, you want to make this official? Commit yourself to the cause of the colonies?
It's a big decision. John, you're not about to have my compatriot here sign some kind of contract that sells you their grandmother 5 years down the line, are you?
Officer's honor, Sarah. This is honest work for honest credits. So, you ready to do the deed?
Sure.
Fantastic. Then just follow me.
But I'm a ranger, or I'm gonna be a ranger, so I'm gonna be both, so it doesn't matter. Just wait out here for you, because you're gonna take forever.
Wouldn't be right doing this where we couldn't see the skies. Now, raise your right hand. The motto of the Vanguard is Supra et Ultra, above and beyond. That is where we serve, beyond the furthest reaches of the United Colonies military, and with honor and duty above reproach. Do you swear to protect and defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities?
Yeah, sure.
And to uphold the values of the Vanguard. Honor, loyalty, self-reliance in all your actions as a member of the United Colonies Navy.
Yeah, I guess.
Then let me be the first to officially welcome you to the United Colonies Vanguard. Now, only thing left is getting you that probationary mission. And what I've got is comms repair. Group trying to refurb an old colony war processing plant on Tau Ceti 2. Sounds like they'd barely gotten set up when their communications died. Place is as isolated as they come, so Brass wants a Vanguard to deliver the repair suite and ensure anyone present is safe and secure. So, can the people of Tau Ceti 2 count on you?
Yes, but what about
That's
the
the
people
spirit.
of SETI Alpha 6?
Head down to the spaceport and talk to Crew Chief Harath. He'll get you the repair suite plus your new recruit kit. Oh, and your advance. Give it your all out there. Supra et Ultra.
Pull it for leeches, get it fixed up, and let her know we'll have it ready as soon as we can.
Yes, sir.
Ah, you are new probationary then? Crew Chief Herath. Pleasure to be working with you. It's my job to make sure all you rocket jockeys are ready for anything that comes at you up there. Now, Manifest says we're fitting you out with one comms repair suite. In addition to the standard issue welcome kit all probationary pilots get for their first mission. Med packs, some small arms, couple spare ship parts, all the essentials in case of any surprises up there. My people will have everything on your ship before you lift off. Won't even know they were there. So, paying a visit to the people of scenic Tau Ceti 2. Nice easy one for your first job. Just keep your head on swivel and you'll come home safe. Any questions before you head out? Then I won't keep you. Make us look good out there, recruit.
I don't know if I can buy the ship parts before...
Got anything? Anything I can help you with? Okay, no problem.
Damn it, I don't see it. just gonna bump it to a Class B for right now, and then I don't know how much I'm gonna have. Let's do reactor. Excuse me. Funky looking, but it's alright. It's good. Weapons. Let's find out. drive. Weapons again. Got about 10 minutes. Hopefully I can do this. Ballistic. Tell me I have too many. What is an unattached ship module? Damn it. I don't have time for this. That's what it is. I don't have someplace to put fuel. It's unattached, damn it. going to be a waste of time, unfortunately, because I won't. Really don't know what the unattached module is, and I wish it would tell me. That's why, right there. Oh, of course. Really quick.
Okay, no problem.
That's really the one I'm wanting.
Sure, have at it.
Looks funky. That's okay. I can deal with funky for now. Alright, it definitely looks funky. That's alright. Well, not quite the upgrades I want, but that's okay. Better than what it had. We'll see. Maybe tonight I'll play again. I don't know. That wasn't too bad. Not bad for an hour and a half or so. Excuse me, I farted. Alright.
It's about time. Come on, sleepyhead. Alright everybody, I'm out of here. Have a good day. See you later.